One of the things you really want to do with this proposal writing stuff is get it sent quickly. Now, in various proposal reports we've done over the years, there's been one unanimous stat that just come back time and time and time again, and it's that the conversion rate shoots up massively when you send it within 24 hours compared to just 3 or 4 days. So although 3 or 4 days sounds reasonable, it has a dramatic drop-off effect in the conversion rate. So if you can get this thing sent in 24 hours, that's going to really make a massive difference to your bottom line. So here's a couple of ways you can speed this whole thing up. The first thing is write the introduction at the very least as quick as you possibly can, or as close to the meeting as you possibly can. Simple way to do this is don't meet at their offices to cut out the travel, meet somewhere neutral, but don't meet in somewhere like a Starbucks or something like that, because they're crowded areas, they lower your value, they lower the value of what you're talking about, and it's generally a pretty poor environment. I would suggest instead going to like a decent hotel and going to their reception area and having the meeting in the reception area. They've got a bar just like Starbucks does. Yes, it's a little bit more expensive, but it's very much worth it because the quality of that meeting will be much higher, puts everybody in a great state, and it's a really good way of presenting yourself. The next thing is once the meeting is finished, send them on their way and then just sit straight back down again and write the introduction. You don't need to go through all 8-9 sections of your proposal. You just don't. You only really need to edit the things that are, gonna change. And most of the time, it's 4 things. The introduction should be fairly obvious. The what they're gonna get part, that kind of changes. Timescales, if you sell the same thing, that should pretty much be the same, but if it's a very small tweak, if anything. Your case study will change most likely. And the last thing really is the price. Everything else pretty much stays the same. So knowing that you only really need to edit those 4 sections, maybe 5, is mentally, it's enough to make you think, well, actually, this isn't as big of a job as I perhaps thought it was. So that will really help you. And lastly, as a kind of a bonus point, is use better proposals. It's got everything there. It makes everything dead simple for you. Formatting is removed as a concept, and it really just shortens that time right down to just, the bare essentials, which is the writing part of it. Hopefully that will help you speed up your proposal writing. With any luck, have you benefiting the same way everyone else has on our customer base of that heavy uplift in conversion rate by sending the proposal within 24 hours. So that's your goal, shoot for it and see how far you can get.